it's a true story. I don't know if I want to put my name on it yet, but it's kind of crazy. So I remember it was in probably 2000, the year 2000 or 2001. My wife and I were headed somewhere. I don't remember exactly where we were headed. But, you know, I just knew that I knew how to get there. Like I didn't need directions. Don't be telling me what exit to get off, because I'm that typical dude that's like, I got it. I already know what to do. I got it. I'm good. And so I'm driving down the highway. and going along. Missed my exit, of course. And we were on 285, right? I just moved to Atlanta in 1999. So I had only been in Atlanta maybe a year, and didn't know that 285 was a circle, right? And so as I'm driving along, missing the exits, driving along, I literally realized that I had been driving so long that I was missing exits. So as I'm driving, my wife is looking like, yo, you know that you missed these, you know that you need help. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. She was like, get off this exit and stop at the gas station and ask somebody for some help. And I was like, no, I'm good. And so next thing I know, I just hear a boom, and the tire blew, right? Tire blew. I got your stage. All right, there you go. Thank you. The tire blew. So I pulled over to the side of the road. Now, mind you, the tire that I was supposed to get fixed, that was almost bald, that I was supposed to replace, I hadn't replaced it. I didn't do what I was supposed to do, and the tire blew. Now, I'm going to tell you the real thing. I didn't even have a spare in the back. I ain't have a spare in the back, right? So as we're sitting there, I'm like, oh, my goodness, right? We're on 285. Wasn't a whole lot of traffic coming. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I don't even know what to do right now. All right. So my wife is just on my head. And I was like, all right. So she was like, there's an exit right down the road, because I remember seeing it. Maybe you can walk up to the exit and do what you need to do. And I was like, well, I don't even think I need to walk up to the exit. I think that I can get the car over there, because even if I walk up to the exit, I'm going to have to find somebody to come down with a tire, you know, the whole nine. And so I'm sitting in the car, and I'm literally sitting in the car trying to think, all right, what am I going to do? How am I going to make this happen? And my wife is sitting there like, bruh, what you going to do? And I'm like, all right, I'm figuring this thing out. As I'm sitting in the car, cars are just riding by. They whizzing by. They see me on the side of the road. They whizzing by. And so I get out the car, and I just I'm standing up, and I'm looking at the tire, right? I'm standing up, I'm looking at the tire, still trying to figure out what I'm going to do, what I'm trying to make happen. How am I going to do this? Should I walk to the exit? I'm trying to make a decision, right? Cars are still driving by. But as I'm standing out there, I could see cars slowing down, but ain't nobody stop and ask if I needed help. And in the back of my mind, I was like, I really do need some help. So as I'm standing there, I'm like, all right, this is crazy. So I made the decision, and I said, I'm going to try and push the car, because, you know, it was just a flat. I said, I'm going to try and push the car to the exit. And then from the exit, you know, it was one of those exits. It was right there off the exit. I should be able to push the car into the thing. So I went back to the car, and I said to my wife, can you sit behind the steering wheel while I push the back of the car? So she looked at me, she rolled her eyes, and she was like, this, you know, she went in on me. And so she said, okay. So she got behind the wheel, and I got out the car. And as she was on the steering wheel, and I was behind the car, I was trying to push the car. Now watch this. When we pulled over to the side of the road, cars were just whizzing by. When I got out the car to look at the tire to try and figure out what I was going to do, cars were coming by, but they were kind of slowing down to see what was going on. But when I got out in the back of the car and I started pushing, one person pulled over. And when my man pulled over, he was like, bruh, he said, I see that you out here trying to push your car. Looks like you're having problems. How can I help? Let me help you push. And I was like, bet, I appreciate it. So I told my wife, look, make sure the car's in neutral. Do what you got to do. I'm going to push, and my man going to help me push. So we out there pushing, and we making some progress. But as we're pushing, another car pulls over. Another dude said, hey, y'all need some help? I see you trying to do something, make something happen, right? Boom. So all three of us are pushing the car. Then a guy with a truck pulls up and says, look, fellas, I see y'all out here trying to make something happen. Y'all move to the side. I'm going to push the car with my truck because he had the little things on the front of his truck. Y'all just jump in. And he pushed the car all the way off the exit for me into the gas station. And I was able to get the tire taken care of. What I want to tell y'all is there's going to come a point in time when you make a decision to set up your side business or in your business or in your life, when you're going to have to get out and push.